Good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning, Dibble. Morning, Irene. Morning, Jennifer. Good day, Thomas. Happy New Year. Yeah, I decided to go early since you guys are all in here. And I'm just sitting here staring at the laptop, so, How is everybody? I'm tired. I'm always tired, so it's nothing new, but, you know. Yeah, I heard about Barbara Walters, and it's the former Pope that died, not the current one. Got to be specific when you say the Pope died because people will panic thinking the current one died, and he's still kicking. Hey, TG. Yeah, it's going to be sad when this one goes because he's actually open minded and seems to care about everybody, not just his own people, Come on, cat, go away. So, anybody got plans for tonight? Well, aside from Thomas, because it is tonight. I don't. I have no plans unless I go live, but depends on how I'm feeling. I already said good morning, Dibble. Never really did big New Year's celebrations. Yeah, sleep or YouTube. Those are my options too. And the people that always had all the company over that across the street, they moved, so that house is empty. So there won't be any big parties over there. Donnie's health isn't great, so I don't think he'll have people over. And the people on the other side, they're pretty quiet. Well, people on either side are fairly quiet. Now that the kids are grown, they're not outside screaming at all hours of the night. My cats had a battle over over a box at freaking 4 o'clock this morning because Marty wanted it and Onyx had it. I'm like, I'm in a room full of boxes and you're fighting over one box. He has to do dialysis now, Debbie. So, yeah. I texted him and asked him, when he had a chance if he could grab my mail and my packages and put them on that chair next to the door, and my stuff is still out on the porch. So I don't think he's feeling very well. But the joke's on Marty because Onyx moved over to the other side of the window, and she got more warm air over there. So I'm like, haha, dumb cat. Yeah, 4 a.m. They were battling, and the dog was trying to regulate them, and yeah, it was not fun. I got run over by the dog trying to get to the cats to tell them to stop. Craziness. I live in a zoo. So. I'm still kind of wiped out from moderating yesterday. That was a long auction. Morning, Carol. I'm not overly talkative this morning. Any topics, people? Yeah, so I actually have another package out on the porch. Amazon actually put their delivery on the chair, which was nice. But there's a Walmart box out there, and it's on the other side of the chair, kind of in the center of the porch, between the side of the house and the railing. But it's on the other side of the chair. I'm like, you are 6 inches away from the chair. Why could you not just put it on? And it's just out of reach of the grabber. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't have any future plans. I don't make future plans because my plans always go, so I don't make them. Every time I say I want to do something, it never ends up happening. So I negate the disappointment. But if something does happen that's good, then I'm happily surprised. I'd rather be happily surprised. Staying in, having pizza and snacks, nice. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I actually have choices. And my mom made well, it was supposed to be soup out of the rest of the turkey that she had, but she cooked the egg noodles in the pot in with the soup, and couldn't understand what happened to all the liquid in the pot. Really, you're fighting over the box again? Oh my god, unbelievable. So yeah, it was kind of just pasta with carrots and potatoes and, well, carrots and turkey, a lot of turkey. There's a ton of turkey in it. Problem is, my mom doesn't use herbs or anything, and I don't know what she did to it, but it's kind of flavorless. So, but it's filling. So I actually have turkey gravy. I added a little bit of that when I heated it up and turned it into like turkey stew. It was good. At least the gravy has flavor. I hardly ever watch the fireworks. Usually because, I live in South Carolina and they find every excuse under the sun to make things explode here. So my neighbors a week before Christmas actually set off fireworks in their backyard. Luckily, I just brought Simi in because fireworks terrify her now. But yeah, I've been hearing booms for days, but they're all in the distance. But I'm sure the kids next door will be blowing shit up. Hey, Stacy May. I mean, I don't mind going to fireworks. I've done that a few times, but the whole neighborhood firework thing, it terrifies the shit out of animals, and I don't like that. And these are the people that used to ask John not to set off fireworks because they had a dog that was afraid of fireworks. Now they're doing it. I'm like, nice. Yeah, I don't have any bouillon. My mom said she added bouillon. You couldn't tell. I have soy sauce, but I just had the turkey gravy. And I actually have like a half a turkey breast left, so I could cook some rice with that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Yep. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid for 4th of July, we used to go watch fireworks, and then my dad decided he didn't like the crowds, the parking, or having to walk to the areas where we'd have to put down the blanket and chill out, and he didn't want to sit on the ground, and yeah, he got grumpy. So we stopped going. Ooh, I heard from my son last night. He didn't say Happy New Year or anything, but he asked if my mom was coming over here today, and I'm like, what? Why would she come over on a Saturday? What are you talking about? It shows how much he pays attention, right? I was like, no, she'll be over Wednesday as normal. He goes, okay, because I was going to go over there. And I'm like, he said they got the car fixed, so he was going to run over to my mom's. And I was like, oh, she'll be really happy to see you. And he bought her jelly beans for Christmas. And it's funny. My mom is a jelly bean addict. She loves jelly bean. If you have no idea what to get her as a gift, and she likes the generic ones, just the little, the ones that like hang up on the little hooks, the little bags of generic jelly. She loves those things. She does not really like the gourmet ones, like Jelly Belly. She doesn't really like those, but she loves regular plain old jelly beans. So he got her some jelly beans and a card for Christmas, but he wasn't able to give it to her because he couldn't go over Christmas. So he's going to go over today. I was like, be prepared for her to cry. I was like, because Desiree and the kids didn't even get her a card. He was like, well, that's seriously fucked up. I'm like, mm-hmm. So I said, go love on your grandmother a little bit. So he's going to do that today, which is good. Because my daughter and the grandkids treat my mom like she's the live-in maid or furniture, depending on if they need something or not. It pisses me off. So wake up, people. I got nothing to go off of in chat. Cat, I'm gonna get a big stick, so every time you start acting up and you're out of reach, I can whack you with a stick. Seriously, leave her alone. Get, come on, come on. Unbelievable. TG. I mean, seriously, I look like I live in a fucking storage unit. There are boxes all over the place. And they're fighting over that specific one that neither one of them has laid on for months. Now, all of a sudden, that is the it spot to lay down. And it is actually big enough for both of them to lay on it, but they want to, like, flop around and spread out. And Marty is a bitch. So, there is that. I don't feel like getting run over again when Onyx tries to escape. Don't feel like bleeding again this morning. So I found a new YouTube channel, and a woman does like dump casseroles and crockpot meals. So I've been watching those. Kind of interesting. A lot of the stuff I wouldn't eat, but I did just watch one for pineapple pork tenderloin. Looked really good. Huh. I wonder where that started from, because red does not symbolize money or good fortune. Green does. Huh. Well, in my belief system. Good night, Thomas. Have an awesome day tomorrow, and have a great start to your new year. My belief system is not whacked, TG. That was kind of offensive. Do you think it's funny? Maybe I need to hit TG with the stick instead of on a cat. Mm. Morning, Jen. Nope. Cat, seriously, leave her alone. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw shit at you. Come on, get away. Marty is a bitch, man. Go find something to do with yourself. Sure, you can find some trouble to get into. Unbelievable. Dibble Dobble, come back. Jen's asking you a question. I believe she did. I need more sleep. I figured. When you didn't answer Jen, I figured you walked away. Come back. Come back. Yay. And now we're going to have a heat wave. The earth is doing its best impression of a bucking bronco with the weather up and down. Oh, that's why I'm having a hard time seeing the chat. I didn't make it bigger. Whoops. I'm like, why are the letters so tiny? My eyes are so messed up. Seriously, Cat, I'm going to throw a bottle of water at you if you don't get out of there. Go on, get. Completely get. Leave her alone. Oh my god. The dog is looking at her like, I will chase your feet. Oh, Sammy, we don't put up with that nonsense. She's like that person that keeps poking you, you know? Morning, Kent. You remembered, yay! Or the little kid that keeps going, why? 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 Have a great day, Jen. Happy New Year. Oh, okay. Well, you're loud, Dibble. I'm gonna pull a damn Garfield and send Marty to Timbuktu. Well, I don't have anything to rant about. Except for, being without my internet for like 24 hours, which was thoroughly depressing, let me tell you. Lack of contact with anybody was horrible. I'm glad I got that fixed. I do have a tech that's coming out Monday between 2 and 3 to check everything, see if I need a new modem or whatever it is. Because although there are outages in my area, I was not caught up in it. My neighbor is. Donnie is, but I'm not. They said that mine should have been working, but my modem was looping. I'm like, oh, or my router was looping, or something was looping. I'm like, okay. So I had to unplug it and plug it back in. That's how simple it was. I had to unplug it, wait 10 seconds, and plug it back in. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I didn't get it on in time to moderate for Ella on Thursday, so I was upset about that. I was able to moderate for her yesterday, though. And able to talk to people. I don't like not having communication with anybody. It's not a fun thing. It's supposed to rain today, but it is currently 54 where I am. And then we're supposed to have 60s and 50s the rest of the week. Huh. Go from freezing your balls off to probably won't even have to turn the heater on. Yeah, well, I have other ways to get you, TG. You just wait. Hey, Carol-Ann. Yeah, I know that feeling. I got run over by rowdy fighting cats at 4 o'clock this morning, so I think I had been asleep for about 20 minutes. And by the time I got the bleeding stopped, I was awake, so couldn't sleep. Yeah, I need to go back to bed. That's what I need to do. But they're still fighting over the one damn box. Craziness. They both want to lay on it. And I'm glad you stopped in to say hey. Hey. TG's being a brat. Per usual. What's what link? Oh, that's weird. That's not StreamYard. Wait, yet I grabbed StreamYard. Weird. Apparently, I didn't click the thing correctly. Doesn't surprise me. Hold on. There you go. There it is. I didn't even notice. Hi, my nipple.
Hey. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Sorry, I was in mid yawn.
That was so funny.
I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking? Oh,
I'm like clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking.
well, because this morning when I set everything up, I grabbed I had to grab my chat because I follow the YouTube chat because StreamYard chat is too tiny, and so apparently I still had the YouTube link in the
Good
in the
morning,
folder.
everybody. Good morning.
Yeah, so whatever. The right link's up there now. I don't give a fuck. It's fucking stupid.
I think everybody should come on. It's the end of the year. Let's just everybody get on here.
Carol Ann
Let's
just
do
made
it.
some caramel double dark chocolate coffee. Huh.
Mm.
I liked it all the way up until it said coffee. Then you lost me. I don't like coffee at all. Except for coffee ice cream, which is more dairy than coffee. I hope you like it though, Caroline. I want coffee.
Sometimes I can't do caramel or caramel. What do you call it?
It depends on my mood. It can be said either way.
Caramel coffees. Sometimes they seem a little on the bitter side.
Yeah. Well, coffee is bitter.
Eh, not if you do it right.
Yeah, TG. Nobody wants Vegemite except you and Thomas. Ugh. It's nasty.
You know she doesn't eat that. She just
Huh?
says she does. She don't eat it.
Mm.
She just lies about it. She says she eats it all the time and she don't.
Well, she says she's vegetarian too, but she eats Big Macs. So she also says she's an angel. So we all know she's lying.
That's right. A little on the gray area.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Bonnie.
Morning, Bonnie.
Yeah, John was the same way. He lived on coffee, and it had to be hot. And well, he actually did like Dunkin' Donut iced coffee, but normally it was hot black coffee that you could stand a spoon up in. I don't like tea, so no, I have not.
Okay, you just mentioned the one thing that I cannot understand.
What?
What the hell is iced coffee? Because it's old coffee that went
No,
cold.
no.
Oh, whatever.
Don't whatever me. I'm telling you, no, it's not old coffee.
No, it's cold coffee, which is old coffee.
No, it's coffee that you make. You put ice and milk in.
But you can't make coffee
I mean, you let
until
it cool down, or you put it in the fridge to cool it off. But it's not old. I mean, it's not like sitting there for days or anything. It's the only time John ever.
fresh coffee is hot.
It's the only time John ever wanted milk in his coffee was his
When it's
coffee.
cold, it's old.
Okay, whatever. There's a difference between cold coffee and iced coffee.
I just don't get it though.
I mean, I don't like either one, but
Look, I've watched my nephew pour out coffee that's sitting there and not use it, and then brew fresh coffee to ice it down? Like, it don't even make sense to me.
Because it's different.
I just don't get it. I don't my brain cannot comprehend such a dumb thing.
Well, it's like if you make iced tea, if you make hot tea and then ice it down, it's the same thing. Hey, Jesse. Happy
It's
New
not
Year.
fresh. It's old.
Whatever. You gulp your coffee. Your coffee's gone in 30
Hey,
seconds.
Jesse.
So anything old, 5 minutes that's been sitting there is old for you.
Well, it's not fresh and hot. Like, how long is a pastry fresh?
I can't really argue a debate about coffee because I don't drink that crap. So
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
it's gross. Yeah, it's old
I have
because
such
Tipple says so.
I have such a scratchy voice today. I don't know what's going on.
But yeah, that's Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee was the only kind he liked. He couldn't make it at home. He didn't like it if he made it at home. So I don't know. It's because Dunkin' turns their coffee makers up higher, so that you're actually drinking burnt coffee. But no, TG. She trying. But yeah, he brought me one of those fancy little frou-frou frozen coffee things with
Liquid cocaine. Mm.
hate coffee. He was like, this one's really good. It's got chocolate and caramel, and it's like a shake. And he's like, you can't even taste the coffee. Yeah, he couldn't taste the coffee. All I could taste was coffee. I had to call him into my room to come get that crap off my table. I'm like, take this away. Get this away from me. I appreciate the fact that you stupidly spent $7 going to where'd they get that thing? Not Starbucks, but Krispy Kreme. I said I appreciate.
Dunkin'.
No,
Yeah,
they
I
got
don't
it.
understand that either.
They
Like,
got it
you
at
can't make
Krispy
coffee
Kreme.
at your house? What?
Yeah. So no, Issa wanted a fancy coffee. It was Issa's thing. John won't buy coffee out unless it's hot in the summer and he wants that damn iced coffee. But normally he won't. He won't spend that kind of money on coffee. But she insisted, so he wanted to. He was nice and he wanted to bring me one, and I appreciated the effort. But I was like, here, now you have two.
Here, it's like a big fad. Those, look, the ladies run around in their little yoga pants, holding their Starbucks cup all day long with
Yeah.
big armful of bangle bracelets, and it's just so silly looking half the time.
Yeah.
Like, good grief. What do they get done drinking all that dang coffee all day?
I don't know. I can't even comprehend spending like $7 for a cup of coffee. I'm like, what? I don't get it. I don't get the whole Starbucks Krispy Kreme thing. Even I mean, Dunkin's didn't used to be that bad, but of course then they had to raise their prices to compete. So the Dunkin's here in South Carolina is not like the Dunkin's up north. They're not as good. No, Vegemite is liquid ass. Coffee is just nasty swell. And I've had people go, "Oh, you haven't had good coffee." I'm like, okay. So I made the effort and tried different coffees and didn't like any of them. I wasted a crap ton of money trying different coffee. But I should have just gone with the wine instead because I don't like wine. And people are always like, "Well, you've never had good wine." And then you look at the prices of wine. I'm like, "You want me to try good wine? You buy it for me." You know? Never been a wine drinker.
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
Yeah.
topic?
I don't know. My brain is dead zoned this morning. I got nothing. I'm like, bleh.
Well, I don't exactly want to talk about everybody who has passed. Like that's what I like. Don't want to end the year up like that. I want to talk about something better.
Yeah, well, I mean, the two people that have passed in the past couple of days were pretty high up there in age, so
Yeah, they were.
it wasn't like a
I
tragic.
can't believe they just gave up.
It's
They
not like
could
a
have made
tragic.
it.
It's not like a tragic sudden loss or anything. You know what I mean?
Well, we could talk about my boobs,
We could.
but we do that all the time. Let's
Yeah.
get something better than that. We could talk about the tragedies, but I don't want to go there either.
I don't know
Bad
which.
weather. Well, the
Uh,
bad weather and the people stuck at the airports, and then all the horrible amount of deaths caused by that storm in Buffalo and everywhere else.
yeah.
Just the beginning. Like
And now we're
summer.
gonna have warm weather.
Mm-hmm.
Now this
The,
heat.
the
Heat
Great
wave.
Flood.
Mother Nature is trying to kill us. She has had enough of us polluting her planet. She's like, all you humans need to start building your spaceships and get the fuck off my planet.
We could talk about space.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jesse. Jesse burnt his breakfast.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Jesse.
That is a tragedy. Depending on what breakfast was, it's a tragedy.
Did they already go back to the moon, or um? Didn't they just go back to the moon?
They sent an unmanned um thing to the moon, and the next crew that they sent, like they had mannequins or something in it to be able to do all the readings and things like that. Like they had the sensors all over them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the next manned mission to the moon is going to be all female crew, which is kind of cool, you know, as long as it doesn't blow up.
Mm,
Because
yummy burnt toast. Oh, there's Jessica.
hey,
Good
Jessica,
morning, Jessica.
the last time they made a big deal about sending a
Oh,
woman to the
Jessica
moon.
got a shout out from Kathy.
Yeah, I heard that. Um, was the Challenger, and that did not work out well. So hopefully things go a lot better this time.
And where is Kathy?
She hasn't been feeling well.
I know, but you know what? In that last video, she sounded like she was doing just a little tiny, tiny, tiny bit better.
Well, a lot of times the videos are clips from other times. So
Well, I know that, but she did put a post on her channel that also gave an update about her mom going yesterday to the
yeah.
cardiologist, and they're gonna have a bunch of tests
Mm.
scheduled. So that's great news. So the more information they can get, the sooner they can figure out how to make it better. And that's what it took for my mom too when she started just going like things were not right. But thank goodness there's enough tests that rule out things and
Right.
allow you to really pinpoint what is going on.
Yeah, Jessica, you got to watch Kathy's video that she dropped last night.
Yeah, doesn't it seem silly when people do really dangerous things like see you were saying the other day, Kodi, about not wanting to get in on the big boats or the ocean and like I wouldn't you?
Well, I said the only way you're getting me on the ocean is on a really big boat that has really reliable lifeboats.
I don't want to get anywhere out there where I can't just like escape off of there. I don't want to be on a cruise ship. Yeah, hell fucking no. I mean, hell friggin' no. Um, no. things could go awry, and like you need to get out of there. I am always needing a way to escape, and so I'm
Yeah.
not going any place where there's not a way. I don't want to go in the ocean where there's fish bigger than me. Well, that's easy because
I
I'm
was
not
gonna say,
big.
Dibble, all the
Yeah,
fish are bigger than you.
yeah, almost all of them. So I just go right on the very edge. I'm not like I don't like to get in there.
Jennifer, she clicked the link.
Come on,
And
Jennifer. I'm not
Jennifer's like,
showing
how did
my
you get
face.
Kodi up there?
Come on.
I dragged her kicking and screaming.
She got up on Danny Mays. I still didn't watch that video. Sorry, Danny May. And where is Danny May? It's the end of the year. Get on up here.
I don't know, but she might still be visiting with her kid and her grandson.
They have telephones, internet. So yeah, that dangerous. Like a hot air balloon. Where
Yeah,
did Jen go? Is Jen still here?
I don't know.
Get on
No,
here, Jen, and come and tell us about that hot air balloon crap. I mean, I don't mean to say it's crap. What I mean is
you're
crap
not
just
getting my
covered.
fat ass up in a hot air balloon. Mm-mm. Nope.
I'm like, why
I
would
won't.
you get on something that takes you away from the earth or into like
I won't go skydiving either. Why am I going to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? I
certain
mean,
people are cut out for that, and they're just I'm not one of them.
unless that bitch is on fire, I'm not jumping out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think she left. She said she had to go. She had things to do.
Oh,
But
okay, cool.
John's jumped out of helicopters.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did halos with Navy SEALs.
My brother has done it a bunch. I mean, like a bunch. He used to do it all the time whenever he wasn't in the Marines, um, in the off season. Spent a lot of time doing jumps. Like, nope.
Well, you know what halo stands for, right?
Mm-mm.
High altitude, low opening. So basically, they jump out of the helicopter at a higher altitude than what they would normally do, and normally jumping out of any kind of air vehicle is not normal, but and then they open their chutes at a lower level than what is considered safe.
Those could be the ones, Scarlett.
And yeah, John did a couple of those when he was 17 or 18. He technically was not supposed to be doing it, but
Is it raining at your place?
I don't know. I can't tell. Probably.
Supposed to really be raining here in a minute. I mean, today.
It looks
It'll
like
get he-
it
it'll
looks
get
like the
here in
road is wet.
a couple more hours, so it must be at your place.
Yeah, it looks like the road's wet. It's hard to see out my window. When John and Issa used this as their bedroom, the dogs used to put their noses up against the window all the time. And because the sheet was hanging up over the window, I didn't notice it before it got blocked in. Then when the cats pulled half the sheet off the window, I
Oh
was like,
no.
oh boy, nose smudges. So yeah, my view out my window is kind of blurry.
So next year,
Wow, Carol Ann. Next year, what?
I was just reading. Hang on. Next year, I have first part of the year. I'm gonna have teeth.
Yay!
A lot more of that. I don't go back till the end of February for the next part, and then I'll start picking out the permanent. I mean, it might be like another 4 months, but then I got that going on, and got the reseller meetup sometime in March,
Right.
and nothing. That's it.
Well, you got more than me.
I haven't made any real plans or goals or, other than the meetup because I've got the teeth thing. I don't know when it's all going to be scheduling. Get on up here, Jennifer. Stop making excuses. Come on. Click that button. Don't show your face. See, I was getting ready and I knew I wasn't even going to show my face, but I still had to get ready.
That's funny. I was going to ask you, what exactly are you getting ready for? You're
And let me just tell you, and I could show you, but I don't want to right now. Maybe if you do a live later on, I will. I'm dressed up. I got my freaking holiday clothes on. I'm going to bring it in today.
Well, you go, girl.
Yeah, that's what that shit's made for. There's that day that you break it out, and this is the day. This is the day. Go get it out and put it on. All of it. All of it.
I don't have dress-up clothes. I literally do not own any.
Oh my God, Jennifer, I listen to that a lot. I have been hooked on Christina Aguilera's latest batch of Spanish songs, Latin type songs. I listen to a lot of Carol G and and Becky G and Rosalia.
Well, TG, it just shows you don't know me very well because I don't
Bad
have
Bunny.
I have purple and I have blue and I have black and I have gray. Not just black. So there.
Go get in the car, Jennifer.
I was going to say, I don't have a car. What are you talking about?
I know. I knew I had to throw it. We should have a full panel up here. Bonnie, get on here. Come on. Where's Bobby? Come on, Bobby. Darlene, where are you? Stop lurking. Y'all get on up here.
So Dibble's New Year resolution is to be more pushy.
Or to maybe be less pushy.
Right?
I've always been a little bit of an arm twister. That's not a bad thing, is it?
Only if people start walking around with their arms in slings, then you have a problem. Yeah, tell him to go out to the car. TG, that is an unattainable goal. Don't set goals you can't reach. Wants to be more of an angel. Girl,
Well, you know what?
You
You
going in
can
the opposite.
always reach for the goals.
You going in the
Reach high.
opposite. TG going in the opposite direction quick.
She don't want to be a bad girl.
She's already a bad girl.
Well, you know what? Scarlett, this maybe could be your year to reform yourself.
Jennifer, he's like, what? That's funny. Can you imagine Jennifer telling her boyfriend, hey, all my YouTube friends said to get your ass out to the car?
Well, a lot of people have to go out to the car when they get on because their house is just the normal noise making house. I mean, you got TV in the background and you got kids or husband or whatever.
I don't speak Spanish. If he wants me to understand what he's insulting me with, he got to say it in English. I do know a few few bad words in Spanish, thanks to John.
Vinyl ink. I think I have some of that shit. I mean, stuff. I'm sorry. I need to turn off my TV
Right?
because it would just distracted me with makeup.
Focus, Dibble, focus. Maybe you need to get some of that stuff from Victoria.
Here, let me go over. And you know what? I'm always in the disco mood. What's up with it?
I don't know. I don't like disco.
You don't like it?
Uh-uh.
What?
Not as a genre. There are certain songs that I like. Like I like the songs from Saturday Night Fever. But in general, I do not like disco. Not a big fan of opera either.
Teach us some of those words, Jessica. Just in case. You never know. We might need to know it.
Kathy, my groovy giggle girl. Awesome video, Kathy.
Woohoo!
I did not leave a comment, but I did give you a thumbs up. And I watched the ads. Just for you.
I know, I do too. I had one that came on. I guess it was the last video she had, and it was a 28-minute
Wow.
ad. And I just watched maybe about 4 minutes of it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry, Kathy.
Kathy's videos are the only videos that I will watch the ads on. Are you feeling any better, Kathy?
And how's mom?
Yeah, how's mom doing?
You won't believe this, but my mom is already gone again.
You don't want me to watch the ads on your video? I thought you got income from that. Don't you get money for people watching the ads?
Maybe she just means the 24 or 28-minute ads.
Oh, yeah.
Like most of them are under 3 minutes, you know, but then every now and then you get a long one. And like, I looked down to see what was going on. It was like 24 minutes to go. Like, no, sorry.
Oh, yeah. She said that's insane. 28-minute video. Just for the ad. Hell, the ad was probably longer than her video.
Oh, yeah. But
Okay.
I think the algorithm just knew that on her videos I like to watch the ads, and on the other ones I watch, I just maybe not.
Yeah.
So
You are a nut, TG.
we could talk about food. We could talk about music.
Yeah, I'm not very good at music trivia. Cat, get off me. Go on. The cat just walked around, got on the bed behind me, walked all the way around to my left side, and then walked across me to get back to my right side. My cat is an asshole.
Oh, you know what? Scarlett's really been eating a lot of nuts lately.
Well, you are what you eat. Kathy, I hate it when people leave nasty comments on your videos. That's not right. Yeah, don't leave YouTube.
Yeah, please don't quit YouTube. And let me say about that, I'm glad that Jeffrey did not quit YouTube.
Why?
And he did seem to change a little bit, but he still doesn't have a lot to add to the lives when he shows up, but he's not as bad as he was. This year he did grow, and he's not as bad as he was.
If you say so.
Well,
every time I've seen him come into a chat in the past 2 weeks, he's asked for prayers, whether it's just a chat or whether it's an auction, which is not the place to be asking for that, but the people will do it anyway. You know, like Victoria will give people a prayer regardless of when they ask, which is sweet, and so does Ella. But during an auction, it's not the time to come in and say, "Hey, can you give me prayers?"
Does he still do that?
Yes. He's done it in 4 different auctions in the past like
Month, 2 months. Well, a lot of people pass. Once winter comes on, it's just like it sucks the life out of people, literally.
Yeah, except Jeffrey is usually lying about anybody that's sick. Apparently, his whole family has COVID.
Well, that's a possibility.
It's possible,
But
but very, very doubtful because he lies about everything. Go, cat. Go on. Come on, Marty. Stop doing that. Ugh. Yeah, he does do it at awkward moments. There's a time and place for everything.
yeah. And
So, but if you say he grew, no, you go with that.
everybody needs some room to get better. And if there's no room for redemption, no, I don't.
Well, he didn't need redemption from me. He can go fuck off. I don't care. He's just fine getting attention from everybody else when he says he's going to leave, and he's done that again several times.
I think I gotta go out and come back in
Okay.
because somebody just tried to call me, and now I can't hardly hear you.
That's
Volume
weird.
went like down to nothing.
They
I'll
can
be
hear
right back.
me. Okay. I'm glad, Kathy. Ella had a necklace she was selling the other day. Someone bought it, but it reminded me of you because it was kind of tribal, but it was a flower that was carved into something. Hey, Mark. Mark and Mike. But it looked so groovy. I was like, that reminds me of Kathy. Someone did buy it though, so it will get appreciated. It was definitely groovy. So, yeah, but the point is, you come back. Come back, come back. I have no idea, Jennifer, but as long as they behave, they can stay. I miss seeing you in my chat, Kathy. I miss you, girl. My groovy giggle girl. Is your giggle still broken? Because that's a tragedy right there. There she is. Welcome back.
Well, what happened?
I don't know.
It's just so weird. I can't.
No, you don't have to behave, Mark. Kodi has pretty much one basic rule. Don't be a dick in my chat, and you're more than welcome to stay. No hate speech, no attacking anybody. And you're good to go. Other than that, I don't fucking care. Pretty much, we've covered pretty much every damn topic you could think of in my chat. Mine too, Bonnie. Mine too. I was like, there's my giggle. Yeah, TG, seriously. Absolutely, Carolyn. It hasn't stopped me yet. Probably. It's on my porch where I can't reach it. I have packages in my mailbox and I have packages on my porch. For some reason, delivery people can't figure out to put it on the chair next to my door so I can reach it. So I have a box out there, I have a box of cat litter out there, and I have a Walmart box out on my porch beyond my reach. I do have a message to my neighbor though, if he can pop over and move it to where I can reach it. He just hasn't done it yet.
So how can you fix that front door? By removing the plate?
Do what?
How can you fix the front door where you can roll out of it and roll back in it?
The landlord would have to shave the stoop down a little bit and put another threshold thing on there, and he won't do it because he said his dad doesn't want him compromising the stoop, the door frame.
But you're disabled.
I noticed. I can get out in case of emergency, and that's all he was concerned with after I told him it was.
Yeah, but he's required by law to make it accessible.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's increased everybody else's rent but mine, so we have to play the game. Because if he increases my rent, I'm screwed.
Sorry.
So, unfortunately, I have to play that game, you know? I mean, he offered to move my washer and dryer so that I would be able to do my laundry, but he would have to punch a hole through the wall in the kitchen for the vent and move the plumbing. And I can absolutely guarantee you that after, and I would have to pay for the parts and labor. And I can guarantee you he would increase my rent after that. So,
Jennifer, isn't that weird?
Carol Ann doesn't do any good.
The Virginia Brundage, like, why her?
Well, the thing that pissed me off is it had my name on their channel.
Yeah, like, why any of it? I don't get it. Why be ugly and mean to people? If you don't like them, just leave them alone and go to somebody that you do like.
Yep.
Stop wasting your time and everybody else's on telling us how you just don't like it. Like, move on.
Carol Ann, people have actually put on the package itself, like in big letters, please deliver to front door. Where does it end? At the end of my porch. And yeah, in order for me to get mail delivered from the post office to my door, like all of my mail, I have to get a note from my doctor, which means I'd have to go to my doctor, which I can't do, and file it with the Postmaster General under a hardship clause.
Hey, Kodi, remember when I shared that comment with you the other day?
Yeah.
Was that comment removed?
I don't know. Removed from where?
It was on the community page. Victoria's.
I don't know. I never go on
Victoria's community page, and I had made a comment, and then somebody else made a comment to what I said, and they weren't very nice.
You mean Nate was a dick? Shocking.
Right. And so, yeah, and so it's not there. I don't see it on my side. I don't know if I'm just not seeing it.
Victoria probably removed it. Victoria probably removed it because she doesn't like negativity. Yeah, Jennifer, you know, like if you go to someone's channel, like, okay, I'll go to Jennifer's channel. Let's see. Go to channel. All right. Right underneath your name, it says at Jennifer Hayes JVG.
Are you showing us?
No.
Oh.
And then 1.53K subscribers. Wow. You go, girl. Where that at is on the mustache person, which is the same person as the vagina person, they had at Kodi Fontaine on their page.
Well, I sent you a screenshot. Show that.
The screenshot's on my phone. I can't show that.
Oh. You could just hold your phone to the camera.
Well, then I would have to get dressed first.
Oh. No, nobody wants to see that.
No, nobody does. Yeah, Carol Ann, it does suck. And I have to rely on my neighbor or wait until Wednesday when my mom shows up. So I risk porch pirates and people stealing my mail all the time. It stresses me out. I mean, I have a big ass ramp on the front of my house. Deliver it to my damn door. There's a chair next to my door so that I can reach the mail or packages. And these people, they left it halfway between the end of my porch and the chair. And then the last package, which was a Walmart box, is just behind the chair, between the chair and the railing. And it's just out of reach of the grabber. So I can't reach it. Yeah. And all they had to do was take one more step and put it on the chair for both of those, all three of the boxes. I'm like, wow, you lazy bitches. Maybe Jennifer, you'll never know. Right? Yeah, the at whatever was my name, Kodi Fontaine. I was like, you need to get my name off your damn channel, you fucking asshole. So, yeah. I don't know if it's because they don't like me or if they were trying to get me blamed for making up these names. But anybody that's known me for 30 seconds or less knows that I wouldn't do that. I got no time to be making up pretend channels and harassing people. Come on. If I'm going to harass somebody, it's going to be under my own damn name so they know it's me.
Well, I could show you me. It's not like I'm not trying to show you me. I just don't want to. I mean, I move around a lot, is what I mean.
And yeah, Nate can be a serious asshole. And I call him on it every time, which is why he doesn't like me.
And all you saw was the ceiling and maybe the top of my head. You
We
didn't
saw your
even see my
face.
face.
Yes, we did.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm dressed.
There she goes,
I'm
flashing
not
us.
on here naked.
Naked.
Naked as a jaybird.
Which is funny because jaybirds have feathers. They're not naked.
And what is up with the jaybird thing?
I don't know. Cat, go away. You have a queen size bed to walk on. Why do you have to step on me? Ugh.
Penis. She's dry roasting penis.
Hmm. That's right, Carol Ann. I mean, unless you're the mob, and then you send somebody to go slap a bitch. But geese have feathers, unless you're about to cook it.
Yeah, I've seen one come up here and his whole neck was bare and he had like the mange.
Ew.
And they ostracized him and got him because it's real contagious, that
Yeah.
mange is.
Yeah, bird mites are bad.
He wasn't allowed to come back around after that.
So yeah, I don't make up names and hide behind them or any of that shit.
That's kind of immature. And like, it's like what I said earlier. If you don't like people, move on.
Yeah.
Go be around people that you really do like. But whoever is doing that is just full of sadness inside, deep, deep inside. Like, why be so ugly to people? And have nothing to do with him. We're not reaching out and being mean to him.
Nope.
Matter of fact, nobody is being ugly in return.
I don't know. I have issues with Nate ever since he jumped on Victoria when she said she was going to say a prayer for him and he yelled at her. I was like, you don't yell at somebody because they're going to pray for you. I don't care what religion you are. They're showing kindness towards you and wishing you well or good health or whatever. Don't slap them in the face because they said have a nice day. That's ridiculous. And he jumped her shit. and that pissed me off. He also went and harassed other people. What's her name? Dina?
Dina?
Yeah, I forget her channel name.
Thrifty Junker, whatever?
Yeah, she used to do the bingo with Johnny. She decided to start doing chats, and they were talking about Christian music, and he came into her chat and blasted the hell out of them for talking about Christianity. I mean, he was very, very ugly.
Why does I wonder if he's mean to his wife? Because he does seem to pick on ladies.
Yeah, well, he's an insecure little shit, and he needs to stop. He's like angry at the world.
Really? Why? I guess it's just an easy target.
I guess, I don't know. He just lashes out irrationally at other people.
Oh, dude. The other night, was it last night or night before? They had that 2-hour special on Bravo, I think, or TLC about exposing that church, the Hillsong Church. Did you hear all about that?
No. Oh, he said stuff to Tay too. Jeez, he does make, doesn't he?
Church where Justin Bieber and all the young Hollywood people recently have been doing this fancy church, and it's the big praise and worship church, and apparently they've had a whole lot of sex scandals and money scandals and all kinds of stuff, and it's just recently been exposed, and they've
Wow, money and sex scandals in a church. How shocking is that?
this young, good-looking preacher going around jet setting and manipulating believers. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the John Baker and Tammy Faye episode thing, they were scamming people left, right, and center too. Way back in the day. And there was another church that the wife was actually buying mobile homes to use as dog houses. And they had 2 private jets. Why do you need that? You know?
Why wouldn't one jet get you where you needed to go? Why you need a second one?
Hey, Legion. Yeah, I don't know. Nate used to be angry about the fact that they couldn't have kids, and he seemed to bring it up a lot. So it was a serious issue. But now that his wife is pregnant, he calls her, what's he call her, Pregzilla or something? I mean, he makes fun of her for being pregnant all the time. It's like, dude, this is something you've been wanting for over a year now or longer. What are you doing? You know?
Pregatron.
Yeah, Pregatron. Oh, shut the fuck up and go take care of your wife. You know? He should be rubbing her feet and getting her whatever she wants at this point. Especially having to put up with his ass. I mean, he said at one point that he thought had no proof that the neighbor like kidnapped his dog, so he stole their dog, and I don't know if he actually gave it back or if he did something to their dog, but what the actual fuck, you know? So, and he used to come into Victoria's chats mimicking other people's names all the time. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Chris, I mentioned, I mean, it's crazy, you know. But he started mimicking people's channels, like he would do Toilet Boy and Toilet Family, and mimic people's channels and stuff. And the first time he came in, nobody knew who he was, and I was like, Nate, why don't you just use your own channel name?
Well, he likes to go racist and anti-Semitic, also.
Yeah.
And why? Just why? Why you have to reach out to others that are different than you and be ugly? Like, why is that even necessary?
Well, he's not. I mean, he's also anti-Christian because he's an atheist, and he feels that apparently he thinks atheists are supposed to attack anyone that actually has a faith, and that's not how atheism works. atheists leave everybody alone. Just don't push your shit on them, and they're fine. But they don't go around slamming religions and stuff. I mean, that's not a thing. That's a hate thing, and that's all him. He's not happy with himself, so he takes it out on everybody else.
Yeah, it must be pretty deep.
And that's his issue. Go get a shrink. I'm not here to be your, online therapist. Sorry. If you're going to be ugly to my friends, then fuck off. I got no time to counsel you. See you later. Bye. Kathy gummies.
Yay, the gummies.
Right?
Edibles are everything.
Victoria had the best answer to that whole thing. She was like, well, I don't care if you want me to or not. I'm going to pray for you anyway. And you can't stop me. I was like, you go, girl. I mean, yet
well, I hope the Lord finds mercy on him.
Well, yet he was talking about Christmas. Christmas is a Christian holiday. Why are you celebrating Christmas if you're an atheist? Know what I mean? So, I mean, I celebrate Christmas because fuck, I like presents. But it's also Christmas takes place during my holiday, so I'm allowed. So I don't know. He's just, you go, Kathy. Best way to bring in the new year. Giggle your way through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jessica, that's why she shouted you out. Jessica would be happy. So yeah, I don't know. But it's funny because he does the stickers, the super chats and stuff to Victoria so that she'll play the minions to annoy me. I'm like, I messaged her one day. I'm just like, hey, if he wants to keep annoying me, you're making money. I don't care, So.
Oh my God, we should do that next time he comes in. Make him spend a fortune with her.
I mean, I thought it was hysterical. It's like you're trying to annoy me and Victoria making bank over there with her, minus her 30-something%. But he kept giving. He gave like 6 in one day, one morning, just to annoy me. I'm like, meanwhile, I'm over here laughing my ass off.
Why? Why try to annoy people? What does he get inside to keep doing that?
I don't know. But I was laughing my ass off. I muted the minions and just sat over here and laughed. Right? So. I mean, when he first started coming in, everybody accepted him, and it was cool. Hey, you're from Australia. That's cool, blah, blah, blah. And then he just got hateful and just ugly. Started making enemies everywhere he went. Nobody wanted to be around him because he was just such a dick. So. I mean, I still don't understand what he meant about you not doing eBay right. How do you not do eBay right?
Were you not in that chat when him and Jen were not understanding what I was saying about when you don't have a store, an eBay store?
I had no power, remember? Or I had no internet.
Oh.
So, no. Jessica, she can't because some chocolate goes into my box.
They were all confused and kept telling Larry that he could only have 250 listings, period. I'm like, no, you get 250 free each month, new ones, not the ones you've already listed. Those don't roll out and then you have to relist them. That's not how that works.
Hi,
you don't have a store. The only thing, I mean, if you're a top rated seller, you still get discounts and stuff, but you don't have to pay to sell your stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing you're paying for is what? A coupon every 3 months? That's not enough of an incentive to me. To be able to put stuff on sale, that's not enough of an incentive.
Okay, Jessica,
I,
I'll
I,
share.
I do it the way that works for me.
Honey, honestly, when people start talking about eBay and selling on eBay or different platforms, my brain blanks out because I don't do any of that and I have no interest in it, and it just all turns to mush in my head. I don't pay attention to any of it. I kind of hit the zone, kind of like when John used to talk about car repairs. As soon as he started talking mechanic talk, I was like in the zone. I was like, "Do you see my eyes glazing over right now? I'm not listening to
Well,
you at all."
here's the thing. They were trying to help Larry, but they
Yeah,
were
well,
giving him incorrect information. And when I said that Larry doesn't need a store to be able to list more than 250, and it's aggravating when people don't understand how to sell. But
yeah.
I'm not doing it wrong. I'm doing it the right way for me.
And that was serious root.
And what is
Seriously.
the right way for him? You know, what is he saying? That everybody has to sell DVDs?
Yeah.
I guess Chris is doing it wrong.
Well, probably according to him, everybody's doing it wrong except him. Uh, Kathy, sign me up for that. My box is probably pretty full at this point, but yeah, definitely. Just nothing with nuts. Yeah, but that message he put, and on Victoria's, I mean, he knows Victoria doesn't want negative shit on her, on anything of hers. So for him to have done that was just very rude.
Well, what he said at the end was bit rich. Like, what was he saying? That I was a bitch, or was he just saying that it was a bit rich? Like, either way, I'll take it because I am.
Well, no,
And I'm
bit rude.
really, really nice to him. And I filter myself so much, so often to talk to him. Like, I write shit out and then I'll erase it and never send it, never hit enter. Like, no.
When he says bit rich, it means it doesn't mean that you have money. It just meant, wow, that's you know amazing type of. It was a very sarcastic.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you should.
I took it as sarcastic,
I mean,
like a bit much.
yeah,
Yeah.
because someone who can't even eBay correctly telling others what to do, bit rich. Yeah, he's an asshole. You know. I mean, it wasn't necessary. Why even make that comment? You know.
On the comment that I made. The
So
comment that I made was helpful to her as a policy, a suggestion, policy suggestion.
yeah,
And it has nothing to do with eBay, period. It had everything to do with YouTube sales, her YouTube sales, not
right.
eBay.
It wasn't even about eBay at all. So
Exactly.
I mean,
So what, you know, if I can't do eBay correctly, I must be stupid.
he actually made the effort to make a comment to be a dick about something that wasn't even concerning. So you go, boy. You're an idiot. You know? Who's leaving?
Does Kathy sell
Hi,
anymore?
Carol Ann.
Kathy, are
I
you
don't know.
selling anything? I wish she sold some of that crap that she gets. She don't have to donate at all. Some of it would help her and her mom. She don't owe us anything. She don't have to donate it. She don't owe the public anything. She can do whatever she wants with it.
I know. Kathy said, nope, I don't sell anything.
It takes a lot of time. You gotta be like 24/7 available. Yeah, I like to keep mine at a minimum, kinda. I have other stuff that's a lot more important. on the priority list. The selling stuff is kind of down there a little bit.
But you know what? Kathy is doing what Kathy wants to do and what makes her happy.
Well, she
And
used to sell. I mean, it's not like she didn't. She
I know,
had.
but
Yeah.
this is what she wants to do. So,
Right.
you know, she knows she has the option if she really wanted to. Yeah, we definitely love Kathy. Nobody better mess with our Kathy.
That's for sure. And those trolls that go to Chris's, they just want to talk about sexy ladies.
Okay.
You ever see those comments?
No.
It's like they don't make full sentences, and it's some kind of troll.
Oh, the bots.
The bot thing. Is it a bot?
Yeah.
I think it's a troll.
No. All those things that come up with hey sexy ladies and free dates and all that pop in chats and
Right.
comments.
No, in a comment section.
Those
They
are
put
all
it in the
automated.
comment.
They're all automated. They're all bots. Yeah. So those are the ones that if you put like when I'm doing this right now, I didn't put it up, but you do the whole subscriber only for comments. Those are the ones that will stay out. But trolls themselves, if they really want to harass you, they'll actually subscribe to your channel, wait whatever the time limit is, and then they'll come in and harass everybody because it's an actual person.
Did you see what Scarlett said?
Sex bots.
She wants some Reese's cups.
Oh.
You know why she said that?
She was just talking about dieting, so hey Paul, Happy New Year.
And that I'm a Reese's cup.
One of those little mini ones.
I am a little Debbie Reese's cup. You didn't get it. You read over you.
I got it.
All right.
I told you my brain is flatlining today. I'm just like, blech.
Hey, Paul. How's it going, Paul? Happy New Year.
Kathy, I see what you did there. Yeah. Again with the box. Are you serious? I'm going to put something on that box so neither one of them can lay on it. They're driving me crazy.
Yeah, I tell you what, that Bed Bath & Beyond place is freaking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The crap they throw out is just like, why? If you can't sell it? And then, look, she puts in those pointy little flower boobs.
Right?
I don't know how you get little Debbie Reese's out of flower boobs.
Cups.
Boobs, like maybe they're tropical boobs.
Cup
like
size.
From the beach.
Reese's.
Those are way bigger cups than what I got.
Bye, Paul. Happy New Year. Next time, show up when you can't stay so long. Silly.
So is everybody staying in? Is anybody going to go out to somebody else's house and do something? And then what do? You drive home after midnight?
I'm not even answering that question because, that's silly.
After you've been partying it up and then you drive home? How does that work? Do you plan on spending the night? Do you get a taxi or whatever? What are they called? Ubers? Do you Uber it? Hey, Papa J. Happy New Year.
The last time I celebrated New Year's, Uber didn't even exist yet. So.
Wait, what? I might quit. Where did he spell my name wrong? How did he spell it? Oh, you know what, Paul? That really makes me so not mad at all. I've been called a lot of stuff. You can call me that. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, last time I celebrated New Year's was when I was in Massachusetts. So, and if I had to drive, I didn't drink that
Ooh,
excessively.
it's raining in California where Jessica's at.
Bye, Paul. You too.
New wheels. Scarlett gonna get new wheels like her mom's maybe? One of them fancy SUVs.
TG be lucky if she can get a bicycle pedaling around town with geese chasing her.
Put some training wheels on that toilet. The motor.
Driving around in my automobile. So now that Paul's gone, we can talk about him next.
He's been changing his shows up this past year. He's really went through a lot of changes on his channel.
Yeah.
And Jay had quite a year this past year. I'm so glad that you're still with us, Papa Jay.
Me too.
Really had a lot going on. Thank the good lords.
You know what I thought was ironic is that my internet went out right after I said that I knew there was a bitch in charge after talking about the expression Holy Mary, Mother of God. I was like, now there's irony. Apparently she didn't want me calling her a bitch.
Yeah, you better watch your freaking mouth, girl.
Hey, bitch stands for bitch in total control of herself.
If you say so.
Yep. I thought the timing was ironic though. I was like, oh damn. I'm glad they've improved, Papa.
Great. That's great news.
Yeah.
And Tim as well. He's had a big year this past year, in and out, in and out, in and out, and he's hopefully out today.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope they're both doing all right. The
Now,
baby and all that.
Jennifer had a little baby.
Well, Jennifer didn't have the baby, but
Yes, she did. It's her baby. It might even be her favorite one yet. You never know.
meh. Yeah, I didn't call my mom to warn her that because I didn't. I mean, it was like 11 o'clock at night, something like that, when my son messaged me, and I did not call her this morning to warn her that my son might be coming over. I don't know if he was calling her in advance or not. Um, so I figured if he doesn't call her in advance, say, "Hey, I'm going to stop over." It'll be a nice surprise for her. Jessica. Right, Jennifer?
Jessica, I can't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep on eating the chocolate, and then maybe I'll just choose to eat more or drink more water, or I mean, did I just say eat more? I meant
You did. I was like,
exercise more, walk more, something, move more. Move more is what I meant. And I don't want to have to give the chocolate up. I'm sorry. It's like that might be a deal breaker for me.
Jennifer, that sucks.
Why do I have to give it up?
I don't know. Why are you yelling at me? I didn't tell you to give it up.
I'm yelling at myself. It's like an
Well,
inner voice
yeah,
saying.
but it was an outer voice.
Okay, well, why would I need to?
Your inner voice is channeling
When
Victoria. They
it's
can hear you in
such a
Guam.
soothing, comforting, and it's just good. It's yummy.
Yeah.
It's good for your soul. Chocolate's good for you.
Right, Jennifer? She's arguing with herself. Your inner monologue broke through, right? She's channeling Victoria, and her inner voice can be heard in Guam.
Well, when she said give up chocolate, I'm like, what? No, no, no. That shouldn't even be a choice, right? It shouldn't even be part of the choices.
Good Lord, you're squeaking.
I get
Calm down.
animated. I get
It's okay.
animated.
It's okay. You can still have your chocolate. Nobody's taking it away from you. Anybody here want to risk trying to take Dimble's chocolate away from her? Because I sure as hell don't.
Okay, listen, my name is Little Debbie Reese Cup, right? So
Well,
just
not to me, it's not.
back off that.
That's a TG thing. She actually came up with her own thing instead of stealing other people's nicknames.
Yeah, I'll just move more. And that's why I'm into this dancing thing, this disco thing. I was like, I gotta keep moving. I've got to. And it's the arthritis thing too. If I don't keep moving, I just get so stiff.
No comment.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Did I say something about getting stiff?
You did.
Stiffy?
See, I knew always.
Mm.
Yeah, that was Y2K. I remember. Happy New Year again, Paul. Nice, Carol. I love Ghirardelli. Which Victoria.
Y2K happened, and I was working in Tulsa doing embroidery and big multi-head embroidery machines. And me and the girl that I worked with, we had the funnest time at Y2K getting ready for it. Like, we did hoard some stuff up. I'm going to be honest. But we also laughed at everybody thinking the computer was going to like shut down, and it was a fun time.
I pretty much ignored it. Jennifer. I ate my box of Russell Stovers. I made it last 3 days. I did good. The Russell Stovers assorted creams are like crack to me, and I was like, I'm not. So,
Jennifer, which ones? Which ones did you have? Like, I have been lately on Milky Ways. I've never, like, my whole life been on the Milky Ways, but this past 6 months, I've really been on the Milky Ways.
Milky Ways and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are my favorite of regular chocolate.
Mm.
Butterfinger, Hershey bars, and Reese's.
Mm.
Papa J.
Nice, Jay. That was nice. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's what we need, a drunk dibble. Man should be a dibble.
You're not gonna get drunk on a advent calendar. You only get one tiny little thing a day.
It's a liqueur, and if you had that advent calendars all done, you'd be eating them all.
No, you would open one a day.
No, you wouldn't. You know you wouldn't.
Yeah, you can't cheat on the calendar.
Irene loves Butterfingers. Yeah.
That's my mom's favorite. I'm a fun drunk.
Okay.
I like to whoop it up. Whoop woo! I'm not a crying drunk.
For the most part, any kind of excessive drunken behavior triggers my PTSD. So
Frozen Milky Ways. Oh my goodness sakes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to eat them if they were frozen.
No, they have to be pretty small.
Yeah, I definitely like people.
Oh my gosh. Thank
I
you,
like
God.
I like people sober better.
Isn't Kathy's Christmas cards the best?
I
They
don't
are the
know.
best. You don't know? Well, you missed out because they are. Last year's was super cool, and this year's was super, super duper cool.
Yeah, Jay, that'd be bad. I still haven't gotten my mom's card. It has to have either gotten delivered to the wrong mailbox or it never made it because it was never on my informed delivery.
Hmm.
Luckily, there was no money in it. She was like, "Thank goodness I didn't put the money in it." I'm like, "Oh, that's
Oh,
good."
thank goodness. I thought she did because I was worried about that so much.
Hmm.
I think I asked you about it.
Yeah, no, she didn't put the money in it. She just wanted me to have a card.
Oh,
So when she brought my dinner over and brought my presents over, she had another card with the money in it.
a couple years ago, I sent money in a card, and like, why did I do it? But sent like $80 to my nephew's baby mama up in Pennsylvania, and cash and a plain card with the plain stamp and nothing else. And that year was the year USPS was screwing everybody's packages up
Yeah.
really bad. What was it, 2 years ago or something, or 3 years, whatever it was. And I sent it like in November, the end of November, for her to use the money for the kids. And she didn't get it till after Christmas. I think it
Wow.
was even after New Year's,
Hey,
like
Patrick.
probably January 8th or something. She's like, "Oh my God, Aunt Debbie, I finally got that card." She wanted me to resend the money. I'm like, "I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I don't have
Yeah.
the extra money to send it again. Sorry, Aunt Debbie."
Seriously, Jennifer. My mom used to put money in cards and send them all the time. But when we first moved here
Hey, Patrick.
and we were living out in the boonies, and I mean, we had horrible mail service. And
Bye,
I
Carol.
cut them. Bye, Carol. Have a great New Year. Um, we caught the mailman having a liquid lunch at the local package store, and for like an entire week, nobody on our street got mail. Everybody went into the post office and complained about it. And that mailman that year at Christmas time, I mean, I had a cashier's check that a friend of mine sent to me that she wanted me to sign for to make sure I got it. He didn't even pull in the driveway. He actually threw the "sorry we missed you" card out the window of the car. Didn't even put it in my mailbox. And my son, when he came home from school, found it in the drainage ditch next to our driveway and brought it in. I goes, "I found this. Do you need this?" And I'm like, "Mother." So that Christmas, he got busted with so many people's packages and open card envelopes and all of that in his house because he was stealing people's mail and opening cards and packages and things like that and stealing their stuff. I'm like, they probably just transferred him to a different department where he couldn't do that. I don't know.
Life is hard, and it makes people do some really desperate things.
Yeah, he was just a dick.
And people are dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, he did, Jennifer. They had, I mean, thousands of cards they found in his house, cards, and that's back before we had the disability cards for the debit cards. So people were getting paper checks. He had, government envelopes in his house because he was stealing people's government checks. Yeah, he was just a dick until he got busted, and then he was a very sad dick. But if they treated him the same way they treated the people at the schools that got in trouble, they just transferred him to a different department away from my children because I wasn't tolerating. No, I don't think he did.
I might have another New Year's intention.
Intention? You don't make resolutions, you have intentions?
Well, if you went to Adam and Victoria's accountability show, you'd know what that intention thing was. It's instead
No,
of a resolution, it's an intention.
I see. I don't
So
need an accountability group, so I don't usually go to that.
I do. Oh my God. Yeah, I need to be accountable. So anyway, I may intend on getting a laptop and not having to just use my phone.
Yeah. I need a new laptop
Well, I just need one.
because this one's wearing out.
It would be really cool to have one.
I would rather have a desktop, but I do not have any place to put one, and
I
I'm
have
not.
an old one and it works, but it's I haven't turned it on in a long like years, so many years. It's a Windows 7 and a gateway laptop.
I there's no place for me to put a desktop, and there's no way I'd be able to sit in the wheelchair long enough to be on one. So yeah, that's not happening. I deal with the laptop. I don't like laptops; they're too small. The keyboard's too small for my big hands.
Hmm.
But this one was John's, and it was one of those like $300 specials on Amazon when they had the Amazon sales and stuff. And it's like
Dude, you can get those little the little tablets for like $70.
it's like
You know?
I don't know, 5 years
Do you
old.
know
So
that? You
yeah, I
get
don't
them
want.
little ones at Walmart for
Why,
like $70. They last
why would I
a
want
long
it? Why
time.
would I want a tablet?
I don't know.
I want to go bigger, not smaller. Uh, I don't really use my well. You go, Patrick. I don't really use my phone for anything except playing my games, and every once in a while I text either Dibble or my mom or Victoria, and I talk to my mom on it, and sometimes I talk to Dibble on it.
Hmm.
That's about the extension of my phone use. I don't use it for anything else. It's too small. Nope.
Free and 23.
Does that mean you're not having sex anymore? You're going fuck free?
Not paying for it. Not gonna pay for it this year. Damn it. Wanna fuck free every time. Or what does that mean?
Face palm. Well, you should have been more specific, Patrick. Yeah, Jennifer. For me, unless it's free, it's not happening.
Oh, nice.
But I'm glad you were able to get a good phone.
See, Jennifer does all her crap on the phone.
I know. A lot of people do, but I don't.
Hmm.
I don't want to.
Well, I like to spend my money other places, not on electronics.
Well, if I had the money, I would invest in a new laptop because this is my, connection to the outside world. So, oh, okay.
All right.
There you go, Patrick. That's more specific. I get you now.
Write that down. I'll make a note of that.
I mean, I can't comprehend people paying, $1,500 for a damn phone. I'm like, what? But I also can't comprehend someone paying $100 for a coffee cup. I don't care what it does. But so that's like that's what Victoria wanted for Christmas, and she got it, and good for her. She loves it, and that's all that's important. For me, that is an extravagant expense, but my finances are different than hers, and I don't drink coffee, so there is that. But hear about people, oh well, my phone only cost me $800, and I'm sitting there going, oh,
What?
yeah, I mean it heats up. It has 3 different settings: warm, hot, and piping. And it has a little lid, which thank goodness she uses because I don't have to stress over her spilling it. But yeah, it keeps her coffee warm.
Why do you stress it? Why do you care if she spills it?
I just do. No, she didn't buy a coffee cup. She asked Todd for the coffee cup for Christmas, and he got it for her.
Do you think he got it for her, or do you think she ordered it and he paid for it?
Either way, that would be him getting it for her.
Hmm. I always like the ones I don't really know about in advance because I have to pick out everything for everybody. So I like
I actually, I mean,
that's
I
something I
like
don't
gifts.
know about.
I like gifts that are given that I don't know about because someone was thinking about me. But I also like being given a choice sometimes because that way I know I get what I want. You know what I mean? Patrick. Uh, hey, Bobby. Yes, it is almost next year. My birthday month starts tomorrow. The whole month.
Hey, Bobby.
I mean, a lot of people think like gift cards or um, things like that are very impersonal and they don't want to give them. But to the person that receives it, that means that they can get anything that they want. Right? Irene, I will share with you. Like Irene gave me a gift card at Walmart, and I used that to place my Walmart order.
Ooh.
My mom, that combined with extra money that people had sent me for Christmas, which was very sweet. My mom didn't have to pay for my groceries this week. So yeah. Although, I placed a curbside order and all my mom was going to have to do was go pick it up. At 4 a.m., I got, well, 4:15 in the morning, I got an email saying it was canceled because the store was out of power. They had a power outage. So then I redid the whole thing for the Walmart near me, figuring, I could just have my mom shoot up there and grab it. And the only time they had available for pickup was between 1 and 2 in the afternoon. That was the earliest. My mom doesn't like to go out then. So I had to do it for delivery. So I paid the extra $8. I got my groceries delivered. So my mom didn't have to do anything. She was really happy.
Is Scarlett going to patty all year?
Do what?
Scarlett's going to patty all year for her birthday.
Okay.
Patty cake, patty cake. She's maybe just going to eat a lot more cake, too. Did you see where she said she's got to lose a bunch of weight because she ate a bunch of cake?
Yep.
Mm.
And then she turned around and said she was going to eat a bunch of chocolate. I'm like, yeah, well, that's not going to help you, is it?
And probably eat more cheese toasties, too. Like, how does that help you lose weight? My brain just always thinks that you have to have fresh green stuff to make you lose weight. I don't know.
You have to eat a well-balanced diet and cut carbs down a bit. Cut down on carbs and sugars.
And salt, too.
Yeah, well, a lot of salt's not good for you regardless of whether you're trying to lose weight or not.
Retain a bunch of fluid.
Yeah. But your body does need some salt, but most meats have salt in them naturally, so.
Okay, a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine back in Oklahoma died, and she died very suddenly. Nobody had any idea. She didn't know. She died of congestive heart failure, and now that I look back on what she had been going through, and she had swelled up so much in the past couple of years. Like, I don't know why that somebody missed that.
Yeah. I have congestive heart failure. I actually have donuts. I have those little coconut donuts, the little mini ones from Walmart.
Mm.
Yeah. I ordered those. I was like, you know what? I'm treating myself. So I got some of those and I still have most of the container left and I got them on Wednesday. So I ration out my things. I mean, overeating is not a problem for me. It's just the difficulty in which finding foods that I can actually eat because of my teeth is a huge issue. And they make things that are healthy for you. I love coconut. They make things that are healthy for you so fucking expensive that there's no way that I can afford it. I can't ask my mom to pay for that. You know what I mean? So I get little treats and stuff when I'm able to buy my own food. But actually, the only thing that I'm going to have to ask my mom to pick up for me this week is trash bags. I don't need anything else except trash bags. And my soda and water. Other than that, I'm good. So she'll be happy. She's not spending a ton of money.
What soda do you drink?
Pepsi and Crush or Orange Fanta.
I like the Fanta better.
I don't. I like Crush better, but they've been out of the Crush. So this week, I mean, I ordered it to get delivered, and they let you know, oh well, your order is out of so many items, blah blah blah, and they let you know like 5 minutes before your order is being delivered that you're not getting some of your things. I'm like, well, thanks for giving me a chance to.
Yeah, but you know what? I've noticed a lot that they say in a certain location when you're shopping by location and it's supposed to be in stock and you know, like I have to know before I go what side of town I'm going on because I can do other things on that side of town. And so sometimes they won't have birdseed at some locations. And that's really important for me. I buy a lot of it at a time. And you get there and like they don't have none of that shit. And all the other stuff that you really had to go there for, they're out of it. The shelves are picked through and there's nothing there. And they can't keep up with the inventory. I mean, I don't know how they can tell what's on the shelf and keep up online to let you, the customer who's buying and making your
because it's all
groceries.
electronic. I mean, when they scan it through the computer, it puts it into their system how many they have left.
Yeah, but they might have 100 or 200 walking around in somebody's cart that hadn't been scanned yet.
Well, I don't know. They didn't have my bread, they didn't have my cat litter, and they didn't have my Orange Crush. Although, my delivery girl, who was apparently also my shopper, snagged me a loaf of Sara Lee bread so that I wouldn't have to go without bread. She shoplifted bread for me. So I gave her another $5 on her tip thing.
She was a Christmas angel.
Yeah. So because I had ordered the Walmart bread, and she grabbed me a thing of Sara Lee. So I got two treats this week. I got my donuts and I got real bread.
Oh, Bonnie, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bonnie. They did deliver the cat litter. The cat litter was the only thing that they said I could get delivered for free. I mean, I still paid for the cat litter, but I didn't have to pay for delivery. And that's one of the things they didn't even bring to my door. I was online with you guys when they delivered it, and it said, your Walmart delivery is here. Yeah, they left it halfway between my door and the end of the porch. The driver that delivered my Walmart order, Jennifer, when she was doing my shopping and saw that they didn't have the Walmart bread, she grabbed a loaf of Sara Lee and stuck it in my cart.
Okay, maybe if you had somebody, maybe your mom or your kid could come and do it and put like a taped off area where the chair is and big taped arrow for deliveries.
Well,
Like
then
only in this tiny little square can deliver all deliveries in this tiny little square.
Well, then people from the street would be able to see the sign and be checking my porch for packages they could steal. And two, they would still ignore it. I mean, you're not understanding the mentality of the people that are delivering packages. They don't give a fuck.
I don't know. The guys that come here on my street, they try real hard to get it right.
Yeah, well, they don't care here.
It sucks.
I mean, the Walmart box that got delivered, is like 7 inches away from the back of the chair, but it's too far away for the grabber, so I can't reach it with the grabber. 7 inches from the chair. Why didn't they just put it on the chair, which is right next to the door? This is what I'm saying. These people don't give a fuck.
Even maybe they thought the chair was for somebody to sit in.
The chair is facing the side of the house. It's facing, nobody's gonna.
Yeah, I'm just saying, maybe they just
Well,
assumed
then
that
they're.
the chair
Well,
was
then
for
they're.
someone to sit in,
Well,
and they
then,
didn't want to put it in the place where someone was going to sit.
well, then they're extra stupid because nobody can sit in the chair when it's facing the wall. I
Well,
mean, it's right up against the wall. You can't sit there. You
all
can't
right,
eat
all right,
in
all
between
right.
the wall and the chair. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous, and it's frustrating. You know, I mean, a child couldn't fit between that. I mean, the chair is literally touching the side of my house. The seat part of the chair is touching the side of my house, and all they had to do was just put it in the chair. Nope. So, hopefully, my packages survive the night and are still out there.
So, Kodi,
Yes.
would you eat bread that had sunflower seeds on it?
No.
Me either.
I can't eat bread that has sunflower seeds.
I like sunflower seeds, but no for the bread.
I mean, I used to eat sunflower seeds all the time. Can I eat them now? No, because of my teeth. You can't chew sunflower seeds with broken teeth or missing teeth. Most of mine are broken below the gum line.
Do you have opposing teeth, or like when I was missing a lot of teeth, I had no opposing teeth to make it a bite or anything? It's so hard to chew.
No, I have well, the teeth that I have more of physically are on the bottom in the front, except for that gap in the middle. And then the top, most of them are below the gum line, and some of them are jagged little nubs that are at the gum line. So no, I don't. It's very
Scarlet, is it
difficult.
like regular bread and it's just topped with some sunflower seeds, or is it like kind of sunflowery bread?
It's very difficult for me to eat, actually.
Oh, I remember it. It wasn't that long ago when I didn't have enough teeth to eat.
And every once in a while, that one tooth on the bottom, it's loose and it's up a little higher than the other ones on the bottom. And I'll be chewing and I'll catch that on the broken nub on the front on the top. Oh my god, that shit hurts.
Mm-mm-mm. Sunflowery bread.
Mm. I like potato bread,
Yeah, I
and
love potato bread too.
I like sourdough bread. And
Something's
I like.
wrong with her fingers. I wonder where her fingers have been.
I don't want to know.
Ew.
I do not want to know where TG's fingers have been.
Let's make a top 10 list of where
Let's
her
not.
fingers have been.
We just found the one subject that I do not want on my channel.
Let's talk
It,
about
it,
it.
it's taken 2 years to finally find something that I do not want discussed on my channel, and that's it. Where TG's fingers have been. Yeah. No.
What what is RE bread? Rye bread? Have you ever had rye whiskey?
No.
Neither. I used to work at a liquor store. I never had it.
Bye, Jessica. Have a great New Year's Eve.
Where's Jessica going?
I don't know. She's leaving.
Bye. If we don't see you before next year, have a safe and happy new year.
My dad used to like pumpernickel bread. I couldn't get past the name when I was a kid. I thought that was the funniest name I had ever heard in my life. Pumpernickel bread. And he that and rye bread. And I could not stand, I can't even stand the smell of rye bread.
I kind of like pumpernickel. I like that dark. And that's
No,
not
so
rye, is it? What's the dark bread
rye
in the
bread,
pumpernickel?
there's rye
It
bread
is?
can be either dark or light. Um John's big thing was what the hell are those sandwiches? They're made with white bread.
Reuben.
Reuben's. That was, oh my
The
God.
Reuben on a rye.
Anytime John got near any place that made
With
a
the
Reuben,
au jus.
that was what he would order, was a Reuben. And I couldn't stand the smell of the bread. I was like, oh, get that thing away from me. But yeah, he loved them. I don't like Swiss cheese, so I passed on that.
You don't know what you're missing. I love
Yes, I do. I don't like it. I know absolutely what I'm missing. I've tried it. I didn't like it, so I don't eat it. Oh, duh.
corned beef. Yeah, we could talk about food. Oh my gosh.
The only like cheddar that I can eat is mild cheddar. I don't like real strong flavored cheeses. So, of course she did, Jennifer. That's why I didn't want to know.
I didn't go there. I didn't do it. I held back.
That's why I didn't want to know where her fingers had been.
I'll behave on the live.
I used to buy all kinds of cheeses though, because John loved a variety of cheeses. I mean, he liked Colby, he liked pepper jack, he liked sharp cheddar, all that. He liked the Mexican mix with the spices in it. Oh, that stuff burned my face. Cheese, Patrick, you walk back into cheese. Watch where you step. And don't go near TG. We don't know where she's been.
I don't know where her hands have been.
Yeah, I had them change a burger at Denny's for me once, so that instead of Swiss cheese, there was mozzarella on it. And Papa J. They screwed up my burger like 3 times. The cook quit, and the maintenance guy who used to be the cook there, he actually went into the kitchen and made my sandwich perfect the first time. Because I wanted sauteed onions and mushrooms on it, mozzarella cheese, and barbecue sauce on the side, so I could put them on myself because I don't like a ton of barbecue sauce on my food. Now, it was advertised as a mushroom Swiss burger, but I'm like, no, this is how I want my food. I'm paying for it. I want it the way I want it. So, but the damn cook couldn't seem to saute onion and mushrooms and put them both on the burger at the same time. And then the one time he just scraped the cheese off, and I'm like, should I go back there and make it myself? And the manager got upset with him, and she goes, why can't you make this sandwich? It's not difficult. And he started screaming and throwing shit around in the kitchen. So she fired him. He was like, fuck you, I quit. She goes, good, get the fuck out then. Yeah.
Every time you say stuff like that, it makes me look around to see if Casual is in here going to tell you, don't be cursing on your own channel.
Yeah, well, I'll do what I want on my channel. I behave on everybody else's channel. On my channel, I can do what I want.
I behave more on Johnny's channel than I do on any other channel. I don't know why. I mean, I do it out of respect. That's why. But I don't guess I respect everybody else's channel.
Well, no, I mean that's how he wants. No, that's how he wants his channel run. So it's respectful to follow his rules. I mean, I get it. I behave on his channel too. I've gone on his panel and behaved. I did slip up once, and he's like, Kodi. I'm like, oh, sorry, But yeah, I've been on his panel and I watch my mouth, and I go on other people's panels and I watch what I say, unless it's a channel where they don't care. If they're cussing, they don't care,
like dropping my link and talking about boobs and all that stuff.
Yeah, even TG behaves at Johnny's.
I know, I love it.
But like when I moderate for Ella, the reason I keep turning my camera off is if I'm smoking a cigarette. A lot of people don't want people on the panel to be smoking, so I'll turn my camera off, because if I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm not putting it out so I can be on panel.
Oh, tell me about it. One time I was watching Cat Nurse Flipper do a show one Tuesday night, and there was this one person that just could not shut up about every time they heard her huffing on her e-cigarette or whatever it was, her vape thing, and like just because you can hear her doing what she's choosing to do on her channel doesn't like shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. It's like, if you don't want to hear it, then leave. You know?
If you're against her smoking, then maybe you should rethink, who you follow and stuff. Because she don't need to hear it every time you come on.
It's like you're on fucking line. Her smoking is not affecting you in any way, shape, or form. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Yeah, I behave on Irene's channel. I do. Although we do get naughty on her channel, I do watch my language as much as possible. And I watch my language on Ella's. That's why the one day she was like, "Well, Kodi keeps saying ass," and I hadn't even said it once. So I was like, "What? Wait, huh?" Because she was busting my balls for no reason, because it's what we do. And I'm just like, I was like, I haven't said the word ass even once on this channel. What are you talking about? She goes, till now. I was like, oh, motherfucker. But yeah, I behave on other people's channel because I respect channel owners and their rules. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how it should be. So,
Well, I don't know if anyone of y'all remember, but I actually don't have any boobs, so just so you know, we're talking about something that's imaginary.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Irene, I'm always on your channel, but I'm always lurking because I haven't got a wrench, and so I don't ever want to walk in as a newbie, and I just always lurk. Sorry, but I am there a lot. You just don't know it.
Jen, I don't know. Drinking, watching people drink online actually bothers me. I had to leave one of Danny Mae's interviews because the person she was interviewing, he might have as well have put that craft beer that he was drinking, the frou beer, he might as well put it in a baby bottle and just attached it to his face. I mean, he picked that glass up every 10 seconds and took a drink. And you could tell he had been drinking before the interview. And drunkenness triggers my PTSD because I'm an alcoholic. So, yeah, it bothers me if I'm sitting there watching somebody get drunk.
That is the truth, Irene. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, I don't know why they're bothered more. I mean, neither one really affects you physically. Well, for me, it's a mental effect that I have when I see somebody getting drunk. But I mean, it doesn't affect you physically. You're not inhaling secondhand smoke if somebody's smoking on their, on their channel. I mean, if I decided to turn my camera on right now, I'd be smoking in front of you. I don't, unless somebody has quit smoking and watching me smoke bothers them, then I would turn the camera off out of respect for them. Yeah, Jennifer, exactly. And that he was hitting that drink just way too fast, and it was affecting him, and
it triggered you.
It triggered me. I had to leave, but I let Danny May know why I left, and she understood. So
yeah, if you've ever been like a lot domestically assaulted and stuff after being around someone who's been drinking, and it always leads to that, you got like a radar that goes off, and you just know, and you can just sense when people are not right, and it's getting ready to happen.
Yeah,
like.
I mean, like Casual will mention my cigarette too. Casual will put a cigarette in the chat because Casual will hear me light my cigarette, and I'm just like, oh yeah. I'm like, you have good hearing. Congratulations. They're my lungs. It's my business. Yeah, Irene, I know, but there are some people, like if I'm out of cigarettes and I keep watching somebody smoke, it drives me crazy. You know what I mean? Well, it doesn't now because I do have my vape. If I run out of cigarettes, I'm not without nicotine, so I don't want to kill people. But there are some people that are like, "Oh my God, I have no cigarettes. You're smoking in front of me," or "I just quit and you're smoking it," or they quit and they're so emphatic about getting you to quit. That drives me crazy. It's like, look, I'm glad you made the choice that was best for you. But I'm 53. I don't need you telling me what to do. Thank you very much.
I still
Yeah,
need someone to tell me what to
Abby, I
do
know. I'm
so
so
I can
proud of
tell
her.
them off.
What?
I still need someone to tell me what to do. That way I can tell them off.
Irene, you're lucky. You are so lucky. And yeah, I'm so proud of Danny Mae. I really am. But I mean, I had quit smoking. I was just using the vape, but after I got COVID, my lungs don't like the vape anymore, and I get like that bubbly crap when I'm trying to sleep, and it wakes me up, and it's horrible. And I'm like, oh, which I do not get when I smoke cigarettes. So that's why I had to switch back.
Yeah, you know, cigarettes are so much more healthy for you.
No, I mean they're not any more healthy than the other thing, but I couldn't sleep because
Mhm.
my lungs kept bubbling and it was driving me crazy and it was not comfortable. Papa J.
Okay, I'm on it. Thank you. What's next?
You better stay right where you are.
Oh,
Yeah, I just, I understand the enthusiasm and that people are happy with themselves when they quit. And I'm so glad that I don't know that many people currently that have quit that are pushy about getting everybody else around them to quit. Like, not in their own physically around them, but like online. Oh, you should quit. Really? You should probably not tell me what to do. That would be great. Thanks.
well, you should live in my shoes for a couple minutes, so shut the fuck up.
I mean, my cigarettes are the only vice I have left, so I'm keeping
Sorry.
it.
I'm so sorry. This is why I like to not be on the live because I can filter stuff like that and then it never gets out on the open and no one ever knows it's said.
Yeah, exactly, Irene.
I mean, life is hard and people are not strong all the time. And sometimes weak people make choices that aren't the smartest and aren't the best, but it might just be something that they're going through and it might not last for a long time. You don't know what people are going through. It's hard to say you should quit that when that might be the thing that's holding their whole friggin' ball of cards together.
Right?
Um, yeah, you never know what people are going through. Life's really hard. It's freaking hard. Even when
Oh,
you
I
think
agree.
everybody's got it made, you don't know. It seems like on the outside, people have got it holding it together good, but chances are it's not the way it looks on the outside.
Well, I mean, Jen, I agree that people should totally be acknowledged for losing a lot of weight. People should be acknowledged for quitting smoking. I mean, I'm really proud of Irene for quitting because that's what she wanted to do and she's achieved it. You know what I mean? I'm proud of people who set personal goals for themselves and then they achieve that goal. It's awesome. So, I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is, you know, people sitting there and coming down on me because of what something I do. I'm like, well, this is me, so love me or leave me. It's your choice.
Like you should go and start reselling and getting some sourcing and doing this and doing that, and it would help your life so much. Go on out there, Kodi. Go find you another doctor. Come on, you can do it. That shit? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, that shit too. Dibble's only saying that because she said all of that to me.
But never on the live, only on the phone where you can hang up.
Right. Which, by the way, I have never done.
And you should.
I really should have.
Yeah, because I get going.
I would have been like, Dibble gotta go by. Click.
Oh man, my best friend, she's been going through some stuff. The one out in Reno,
Yeah.
she's really been going through some stuff. Her son has been paying her phone bill for like a couple years, and while she's been living with this dude who's so not good for her. And they're like drunk a lot and at the casino a lot. And oh man, anyway, her son cut off her phone right after Thanksgiving, and I couldn't get a hold of her for like a couple weeks. And I finally called him, and I'm like, "What's going on with your mom?" And he's like, "Oh my god." He told me so much stuff that I really didn't want to know.
What?
And, she just keeps being with somebody who's not good for her. And
Right.
so he literally is so tired of it. He cut off the phone. He cut off his own mom's phone,
Yeah, but if she's able to be
and
drunk,
she's with someone who's potentially violent,
well, if she's
and
able to, if she's able to get
wouldn't
drunk
have a
and go
way
to
to
casino,
call help. I'm like, oh my god.
okay, you can still use a phone for 911 even if you don't have service, so that's not an issue. But
Okay, well,
if you're able to get drunk and go to casinos, then you should be able to pay your phone
okay, well,
because
two days
getting
ago,
drunk,
two, two
getting
days
getting
ago,
drunk, getting drunk and going to a casino are not necessary for life.
2 days ago, she did call me, and she got a bunch of money in from unemployment claim that had been denied, and then they approved it, and so she got a bunch of money uh, in a one payout, and so she was able to turn her phone back on, get a car payment made, and different stuff. That her car payment people loan company called me. She done got me listed as her sister. Like, a lot of stuff has been going on in her life. It's not any of it been good. I feel so sorry for her, but I'm so happy that she's like at least made contact.
Yeah.
Life is really, really hard. You never know what people are going through. It's hard for me to make judgments on what is going on with her. I try to be there to help, but like my point, and when I started this, bringing her up was she would call me all drunk and having a problem with her boyfriend and get so mad at me for saying stuff like, you should not stay with him, just innocent things. And she would just hang up on me.
Mm.
So, you know,
I hung
hang
up
up
on
on
John once.
you can hang up on me. It'd be all right. I'll still be your friend.
I hung up on John once because he was being stupid and I was just done with the conversation. And I told him, I said, you know what? I'm done with this conversation. I will call you back when I'm ready to talk to you. And I hung up the phone. And he proceeded to continuously call my phone. And I shut the phone off. I was like, mm-mm. Because John would play this game with other women that he had dated where they play phone tag back and forth. And like one would hang up on the other, and then the person would call them back, and then that person would hang up. And I'm like, no, I don't play that shit. If I hang up on you, it's because I no longer want to continue this conversation, and I will call you when I'm ready. And I called him like an hour later. He goes, how come you didn't answer your phone? I'm like, obviously, because I did not want to talk to your stupid ass. And he was like, well, that's harsh. I'm like, because you're being stupid. So, yeah.
Bye, Kent. Bye, Jay.
Bye, guys. Have a great New
Thank,
Year's.
thank you, Scarlett.
Yeah, it's not getting the dishes and laundry done, but it's more fun.
Yeah, and hopefully we're gonna see you later on. And if not, Happy New Year.
So
Y'all have been the best part of my year.
Yeah,
Just like
definitely.
last year, I'm just so grateful for all of you.
I am
You're
too.
my
Seriously.
chosen family, I want you to know. And your
Yeah.
chosen family is much more um, fulfilling and gratifying than your own actual family. So
Susie.
just want you all to know how important you are.
Thank you, Susie. I hope you have a great New Year too. Well, I'll tell you, I controlled myself really well when you were talking about having my son come over and put signs up for tape off section, because that's absolutely hysterical trying to get him to do anything.
You never know. One day he's gonna like say, "What else could I do while I'm here?" And then you're not gonna know what to do.
He's not going to be here though, so that's points irrelevant.
It'll be the biggest smile on your face. You won't even be able to go to sleep that night. You'll be like shit-eating grin all damn day.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Good, good. Don't give up.
It's pointless to be banging my head against the wall.
Well,
It'll be a nice surprise if it
yeah,
does.
let it be a surprise.
I'm not
There
gonna
you
look
go.
forward to it, and I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh yeah, well, when he comes over," because he's not coming over. He literally is going to my mom's today. He didn't say anything about stopping by here. Nothing.
Hey,
So,
Susie. Hey, Constance.
hey, Constance.
What are y'all doing?
So yeah, but I did control myself and did not laugh hysterically when you suggested that.
You can though, because I knew inside you were like, my son.
That's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah, I
That's
knew it.
I got as much chance of my son coming over here as I do of my delivery people actually putting packages where they need to.
Or growing back a leg.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
These are freaking cool. Maybe they'll come up with some shit help grow back limbs.
That would be nice. I mean, hey, I'd even opt for, having a cyborg leg as long as I could use it. That'd be great. Yeah, Jen, and it's gonna make my mom's day for my son to go over there, and I was really happy that he got her something. Even I mean, most people be like, jelly beans, what the fuck? But my mom absolutely loves jelly beans. Those are her crack. She loves generic jelly beans. And he got her jelly beans and he got her a card. And I mean, my granddaughter and my daughter and my grandkids who live in her house and she does everything for, didn't even give her a card for Christmas. So she's gonna be probably bawling her eyes out because my son brought her something.
Oh, listen, one of the things I got my mom was our backup coffee pot. It was her present last year, and we never needed it. It just stayed in the garage. So I went out there and got it and wrapped it up again. Gave it to her again. She laughed so hard. It was pretty damn funny.
Well, I felt bad that I couldn't get my mom anything, although I mean, there's my mom gives like sideways happiness. Like if I got her something that she would like a knickknack or something, she'd be like, "Oh, that'll be so fun to dust." Or if I get her jewelry, she's like, "Oh, that'll look great in my jewelry box with all my others." So I mean, they're kind of sideways compliments and thank yous. But when I told her that I was really sorry that I couldn't get her anything, she hugged me and started crying because she knows that if I could have, I would have gotten her something.
You
You
know what you
know,
could have got her? You could have got her some more yarn, some real pretty fancy yarn.
she's got a ton of yarn. I asked her about that because I know that Amber, who Crochet, does those mystery boxes, the boxes
Yeah.
of yarn for like $25, and I was gonna get her that. So I asked my mom if there were any colored yarns that she needed, or if she needed any yarn, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have so much yarn." So yeah, that wasn't an option either.
Tell
My
you, one
mom,
of the best gifts that somebody got my mom a long time ago, which doesn't really work right now, but was one of those bird clocks that
yeah,
do the different bird sounds.
hmm
The bird
my
sound
mom,
quit working, but the clock still works.
my mom has 5 cats in her house. I don't think she'd want that. They'd be attacking it. As it is, she's not happy with the cats because
Oh,
she
but it's a
decorated.
fun old people gift. They like stuff like that.
Yeah, my mom doesn't. She just it would be something else for her to dust.
The clock? Hang on the
Yes,
wall? A wall
yeah.
clock?
My mom dusts everything.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
90. She don't need to be dusting nothing on the wall.
she dusts everything. She still washes her kitchen floor on her hands and knees. Yeah, I'm not getting my 90-year-old mom a bottle of wine. My mom had a problem with wine at one point, and we're not going there again. Mm-mm. Me too, Bobby. But I did. I mean, I kind of got her something with all of the donations that I got, plus the gift card, the gift thing from Irene for Walmart. I was able to buy my own food and have it delivered. So she saved money, didn't have to pay for my groceries. So in a way, she even said that that was a good enough ghost or good enough ghost.
Ghost.
Good enough gift, And this week I don't need that much. So,
Love you more.
love you too, TG, even though you're a brat and a thieving lying Halo thief.
She did not steal it. She borrowed it.
Nah, she stole it and didn't give it back. That's not borrowing, that's stealing when you don't give it back.
She cloned the good one.
Yeah, I know she didn't.
She's wearing my clone.
She stole it.
Okay, so let's just say this again. Would anyone else like to come up? It's the end of the year. Come on up and say anything.
Well, maybe not anything. We still don't want to know where TG.
Anything goes on Kodi show.
No, not anything. Almost anything.
Oh. Well, she's getting a lot easier with that banana poop thing. Just saying.
Yeah, I got over it.
Huh, Bobby, Chris, and Scarlett.
I got tired of timing out everybody in my chat. I mean,
I didn't go down that road when you was timing everybody out that day. I didn't do it.
I mean, I had like you left in the chat. That was it. I think you and Kathy and everybody else was timed out. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I don't know. I think Kathy got timed out.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
Kathy, are you still here? Did you get timed out that day? I know everybody did.
Like that, Bobby.
Yeah, like that.
So.
Well, it's been a year, quite a year. A whole lot of things happened. Had a bunch of people move to different places, even just this week. Nana Tink got to Florida, and April got to Texas, and a lot of good things, new beginnings.
Yeah. And not this Wednesday, but probably next week, my mom and I are going to start trying to clear out my room and get the storage unit moved into the storage room. That would be nice. So then I can get my bed out of the middle of the room and one part against a wall, and I can set things up and have some space in here and get the cat tree in here so they can leave me the hell alone.
Do you have your cat tree at the window?
I don't. Because I have heat vent and the vents are right under the windows, which in my opinion is the stupidest place to put a vent.
Yeah, isn't it?
But that's where the vents are, so I can't put the cat tree in front of a window.
I never did understand you have to have a window right at the toilet. Like,
I don't have a window in my bathroom.
Well, you're supposed to have ventilation.
Yeah, I have a fan in the ceiling.
I mean, there's a reason for it, but I just like I'm thinking of it like Peeping Tom. Why are you going to give Peeping Tom access to you going to the restroom or taking a shower, being in there naked?
When I was a kid, I started using the upstairs because we had a 2-story house. I started using the upstairs bathroom when I moved into the room upstairs, and the window started about a little bit above boob height, so it was like a little lower than your shoulders. But I always used to pull the blind down, and my mom would be like, "Why do you keep pulling the blind down?" I'm like, "Because it's a window, and I'm in the bathroom. That's rude." She goes, "You're on the second floor, and there's nobody in the backyard." I'm like, "Well, you never know."
Yeah, see, I'm on the second floor, and I gotta have my window covered up too. And are you one of those? I'm taking it that you're not one of those people who can live with no curtains.
I do live with no curtains.
Oh, like what? What?
I don't really have a choice in that. There's no curtains in the house. There's a blanket again on one window, the window that faces the front that's mostly blocked by boxes. And there was a sheet over the window that's next to me. Well, it's like 6, 7 feet away, but the cats tore down half of that. So that's why you see one side of me when my camera's on, one side of me is lit up. That's from the window. But there's no curtains or anything in the rest of the house. We did have blinds. We had mini blinds at one point, and those didn't last long with the cats that we had at the time, or the dogs, or the child. So we just hung blankets and sheets up over the windows. But I mean, I don't walk around my house naked, so I don't roll around my house naked.
Well, I just wish that I had some pervy neighbor. Oh,
I have
so
I have no
exciting.
idea. I have no idea if the
Way
neighbors.
more exciting than my stupid neighbor across the street that's always in trouble. My next door neighbor Laura called me the other day, and she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "The whole street is blocked off again." I looked out the door, and there was 2 ambulances and a fire truck and a whole bunch of cops again.
Well,
Oh my God! I just figured it was that daughter that got run over.
I mean, I don't have any clue if my neighbors look in the windows or not. I don't look out them that much, so I don't see anybody looking in. If they want to watch me rolling around my house, more power to them. Nobody can see really in my bedroom because there's boxes in front of my window, and then the sheet is on the other half. So like the bottom quarter of almost half of the bottom part of the window is blocked, so nobody can see me while I'm laying in bed, and so I'm good. But I don't have a window in my bathroom, and
If your people only knew you was in there naked every day,
right?
they would be trying to look in there, see that lady, the naked lady.
Yeah, they'd look in once, and that would be it. They'd be like,
I don't
"Ew."
know. Some people's really into that.
It'd be like on Friends where they were always looking at the fat naked guy.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Yeah, I got mirror film within blackout film, the window film,
Yeah.
on all of my windows. Plus, we have curtains and stuff. Of course, downstairs I've got those vertical blinds in that they call that the Carolina room. That goes outside, the one before you go out back. The
Yeah.
Carolina room. I never did understand that. Family room. It's a family room.
Okay.
Carolina room. What?
Our family room was always the room that the TV was in.
Yep.
That was the family room because that's where we all hung out if we were watching TV. So,
I would just walk around naked in front of the gooses all the time.
I mean, the only reason that I would want coverings because I don't have a lot of lighting out there either. The ceiling fan in my living room, which is my studio, um, is hanging from the ceiling. It does not work because there was a problem with it, and John started taking it apart to fix it, and he never got it fixed. So that doesn't work. So I have no light in the ceiling in that room. I have a little light on my mantle that I keep lit in case I have to go out there at night. But during the day, the sun comes through the windows, and it's very blinding. And when you're wheeling through the room and you can't see, it can get kind of scary. Um, so yeah, but
Okay.
I need the light out there, during the day. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to see anything. I mean, the light in the kitchen works fine. The light in the ceiling fan in the kitchen work okay, but I have to get to it because I got to go through the living room before I get to the kitchen. So I have a little light that stays on all the time out there. It's got an energy saver bulb in it, so it doesn't use much power. And That's for safety reasons because I have to negotiate through a doorway that is partially blocked, and running into things is not fun. So
Cody, how's that Zenith stuff doing for you? Are you gonna be continuing to do that and maybe have some goals for the new year, including the Zenith thing?
I've been taking it like I'm supposed to. I haven't really noticed too much shrinkage, but of course I did eat a whole box of Brussels Stroblers. Um, Maybe I might have lost like a couple of centimeters here and there, but
Well, it's been
I've
like a
been
month so far, has it?
a month and almost a month and a half.
Okay, so that should give you enough time to have a.
So like the first week I lost like an inch all over the place, and then it slowed down. So it was my body getting used to it. But yeah, I take it as I'm supposed to. Unlike a certain Miss Victoria, I have been
That's disappointing, huh?
I have been taking it like I'm supposed to. So yeah, I mean, I'll continue it. Um,
Hey, let me just add, and understandable. It's been the holidays, and then
yeah,
your schedule and everything is different and stuff. And we also had some unfortunate things that came across, like, bad weather spell where you couldn't get out or couldn't, there were some extenuating circumstances to.
yeah, which has
Mhm.
nothing to do with taking two
I
pills twice a
know,
day.
but it does allow for some things to go wrong. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
it's an excuse for why, but it's not a reason. Um, but I mean, Victoria gets distracted easily and she gets busy and she forgets, and it's understandable. So, but no, I've been taking it. I'll keep taking it. I don't really. I told you I don't set goals or resolutions or anything like that. If it works, it works. It is working, and like I do have more energy when I'm awake. I just my sleep schedule is so fucked up that I'm just tired all the time. But when I'm awake, I actually have some energy. Um, what else? My bathroom schedule. Well, not schedule, but bathroom issues aren't as bad as they were before. So
Oh,
it's regulating my system, which is good.
you
Uh,
mean before the beginning was a lot more, and then now it's leveled off, or before the whole pill thing?
before I started taking the Zenith,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was. I'm not going into details, but
All right.
um,
All right.
it's better now. Yeah, and I mean the meals that I do eat, I don't have to eat as large a meal because I actually eat more now than I did before, which is weird. But because I only ate once a day, and you're supposed to eat when you take these pills,
Hmm.
um, I have to eat twice a day. So, but the amounts that I eat are smaller per meal. Uh, my the fish that I make when I make the tilapia, the fried tilapia. Normally, I would make like 3 fillets back in the day. Back before the Zenith pills, I'd make 3 fillets or 2 fillets and have a bunch of rice and vegetable and blah blah blah. Now I make 1 fillet and I'll have some rice and veg. So the meals themselves are smaller because I feel full faster. You know what I mean? Um, so that's helping too. And I mean, I did get bread. Well, my driver stole me some bread because when I take my pills in the morning, I'm not going to go out there and cook something. So I eat like a half a peanut butter sandwich. Um, but I've actually cut down a lot on carbs, so that should help too. I'm not giving up my Pepsi. I can't do it. Uh,
Like I'm not
so
giving up chocolate.
yeah, well, I'm not. Me giving up Pepsi would be like you coffee addicts giving up coffee. So
I can
that
give up coffee, but I'm not going to ever give up the chocolate. Like there's a lot of times I go months and months without having any coffee.
yeah, I said coffee addict. Obviously, you're not an addict if you can go months without coffee. I'm talking
Hmm.
about like Victoria trying to figure out how to make coffee, which by the way was hysterical yesterday
It was pretty good, wasn't it?
because she couldn't function without coffee. You know, so I mean, it's there's been changes in the amount that I eat and things like that, but I mean, other than that, there's not much else I can do. So
Do you have any? Hey, do you do black-eyed peas and hog gel for
Fuck
the new
no.
year?
Fuck no, that's disgusting.
You don't have anything that you do for the new year with food
No.
that brings in the fortune and the good health and the whatever?
I
Really?
I wake up and
Well, apparently you've been needing to get it.
I wake up and I'm still breathing. For me, that's good fortune. Usually.
Everybody can use a little something, something, something. A little
I don't
magic.
I actually don't like salmon. Debbie, I'm a witch. Magic is a part of my life. What are you talking about?
Well, bigger magic.
Oh, Annie, you don't like fish? I don't. I love seafood. There's a lot of fish I haven't tried, which I'm actually kind of curious about, but I'm not going to spend money to do it. So, um, yeah. But I do. I mean, tilapia is not the healthiest fish. It doesn't have a lot of omega-3 or any of that healthy stuff in it. Salmon does, and albacore, tuna does, but it's inexpensive. It's healthier than what I would normally eat, and I try and drain off as much of the oil from frying it as I can. So I'm doing as healthy as I possibly can and still be able to eat. You know what I mean? Um,
Oh, dude, it is so foggy outside.
it's
Still.
it's all gloomy and cloudy here. But I don't eat black eyed peas at all. I don't like cabbage unless it's in lumpia. Um, I'm not going
Mm.
anywhere near hog jowls. That's just gross.
Salt pork.
Mm-mm. I mean, if somebody put it in front of me and didn't tell me what it was and I couldn't recognize it, then yeah, I'd probably eat it. But I'm not eating anything that's called hog jowls if I know that that's what it is. Mm-mm.
Why
That's
not?
because it sounds disgusting.
You know, if it came down to it and we were gonna die if we didn't eat each other, you could eat me if you needed to live. I'm just saying.
Debbie, there are so many comments that I could make to that, and I am going to refrain. I mean, I don't think it's necessary to kill deer either, but if it came down to starving to death, yeah, Bambi gonna die and I'm gonna eat well. You know what I mean? Hey Patrick. So Patrick's got his barbecue ready because I do know how to kill and dress and skin a deer. I know how to do it.
All right,
But
right.
I mean
Got
the only
black
reason
eyes, cabbage.
the
Yep.
only the only reason that we have to cull deer is
Great.
because we got rid of their natural
Is the
predators.
grapes for money? Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
the grapes are for?
People they make up all kinds of shit to try and come up with stuff. The people that have been doing it
Mhm.
forever know that green is for luck and money.
No, no,
Yes.
not always.
Red is for love or anger. Green is for luck and money. Yellow is healing. Brown is for the earth or animals and plants, things like that. There are colors that coordinate with everything. But and that system was around a lot longer than any of your organized religions. But I mean, it's whatever floats your boat. I mean, if that makes you happy, then hey, whatever works for you. I mean, I'll probably light my green candle tonight and be done with it because one, it smells really good, and two, it's green, and I can use all the luck I can get.
Dude, I can use all the luck I can get. I thought on
Um,
Sunday afternoon, and it was Christmas
Constance,
Day, I was about to start cooking dinner, and then I smelled this horrible smell, and my mom's house was going to burn down. Like I was freaking the frick out.
Constance,
And
it's
then,
not voodoo. It's not voodoo because I don't practice voodoo. So no, it's pagan,
and
but it's not voodoo.
and then she's 89, and on her way home, I can imagine what she was going through thinking she might not have a house to come home to, and then get here. And of course, I called somebody to come and repair it as soon as possible, but she still had to go all the entire week with no heat in her room. I felt so bad.
Yeah, that was scary. Yellow is for your stolen halo, you mean? Yeah, TG likes to steal people's halos. And then she lies and says she's an angel. We all know she's not. Well, we're in about 10 more minutes. So if y'all have links you want to drop, go ahead and do that. I'm going to end it in about 10 minutes. Because my ass needs to go to bed. And I did start early, so. But been going 3 hours. I might do a live tonight. I'm not really sure. It just depends on how I'm feeling and how tired I am. But I might. So if you see it pop up, feel free to stop in.
Well, a couple of people will be doing some shows. I don't know. I think I'd like to hang out here. If you go on, that'll be cool. If you don't, I'll see you somewhere else.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll check before I go live and see if anybody else is, if anybody's doing a New Year's party or something. I might go hang out, but it's easier for me when I go live because I don't have to type. And my hands aren't actually too bad from moderating for so long yesterday, but they are, the normal pain. So, Deb
You
and
have
Max,
such a fancy background.
Huh?
You have such a fancy background there with the fireworks.
I know, right?
Yeah. People were already setting off fireworks outside today. I don't know if they were fireworks or else my neighbor was out there shooting some people. Could have been either way.
Yeah, on your street, it could go either way.
I know. That guy's such an asshole.
Well, I actually hope it rains tonight. That way they won't go outside and start shooting
It's
them
going
up.
to be raining all day. I think it's supposed to start here at 2. It might have already started. And then it's supposed to stop at maybe about 10. So it hopefully will cancel a bunch of bad people's plans. Keep people inside safe.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to jump off.
All right, honey. Thank you for coming on the panel.
Love you, Kodi.
I love you too.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy
Love
New Year.
y'all.
Let's see. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, I will be selling with virtual shopkeeper Didi. Let them know Patrick Murphy sent you. So we should let you know that you sent us? Didi is fun. I like Didi. Alrighty then. See who's live right now. Melanie is Melanie Lightbeam's doing an end of year celebration sale. That's all I got live right now. Huh. Well then, not too active today. Not yet, anyway. But I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate all of you. You have no idea. Everybody that I've hung out with, even the assholes that have harassed me or that have harassed my friends or whatever, it's given me something to do. You know what I mean? And communication with the people that aren't dicks. That I love them more. Right? Take a nap. I'll be sleeping off and on all day. I love you too, Irene. The isolation that I'm in, you have no idea. I was freaking out when I didn't have internet. It was horrible. Oh, Stacy and Terrence are live. I thought I was subbed to Stacy. Huh? YouTube must have removed it. unless they're on Terrence's. I don't think I'm sub to Terrence. But yeah, you guys have kept me sane, and well, as sane as possible, because we all know I'm a little just slightly off plumb where that's concerned. But I do appreciate all of you, and thank you for coming in, hanging out with me. And if I don't go live or I don't see you tonight, have a great New Year's Eve. Stay safe, and have a good time. But not so good that you get in trouble. You know what I mean? No. Patrick, this means you. I'll talk to all of you later. Have a good day. Bye.